Yeah, first of all, good evening, everyone. Excuse my voice. The stadium's really loud. To try and get messages across, it's totally insane, but that's credit to these fans, right? So, reflecting back on the game now, initially, just very proud of this group. The energy, the excitement, the relentlessness, the ruthlessness of what we're doing, and just the moments of quality, right? So we show against the ball, we show with the ball, executed a game plan in mind, and I thought the boys had the most complete performance as of today's date. So yeah, historical night for the club, historical night for the league. But the boys don't be too phased about this. They're really just taking things in their stride. And to lose Tim Parker before the game was a big blow for us. And with our next man up mentality, we believe in everybody and everything we do here at this club. And Lucas Bartlett steps in like a seasoned pro, right? He commits to the principles every single day, and just make sure he's emptying the tank. So I think between the two center backs today, we have, I think, 4 MLS games between them. So, it just shows with a commitment to the principles and the tactical approach that we can compete. So yeah, extremely humbled, proud. The words are missing at the moment. So yeah, pretty impressive from the boys.
Tom, kick it off.
Brad, you finally got the clean sheet you've been looking for. Just defensively, for one, how good does it feel to finally get that? And just feel that, Berkey comes up with some saves. Just, what it went into this defensive effort.
Yeah, I think we have 2 shots on target against us, right? So we still, in every one of the games now, it's been 5-3, 3-2 on target against us in the 4 games. So yes, the clean sheet was earned and deserved, I thought. We had things pretty much on our terms, but yes, it's a good feeling. You could see Roman was itching for the clean sheet. He really wanted this one badly. So yeah, we gave him a ball in the locker room, congratulate him on his first clean sheet. But I thought it was a complete, total team performance. The subs that came in made a massive impact as well. And we're just happy to be relentless and ruthless in our nature.
And then Gioacchini getting the first goal, going with 2 strikers today, and talking about his play and the importance of that first goal. You didn't have to come from behind this time.
Yeah, I think the importance of 2 strikers, and I think the importance of the guys we went with today, just, for many, many different reasons. We have the pace of Rasmus Alm down the right side. We have the quality of Klaus and Gioacchini in quick combination play. We have, guys that are ready, both sides of the ball to do the work. Gioacchini does an excellent job of attacking, runs off the ball, and comes back in the game really impressively. So, I thought some of our intricate interpassing today was excellent, right? Really intricate, really precise, of which there's been a tough week to come back from Portland with the travel. We lose a day, we lose time. There's a whole bunch of things that are against us. And we could feel that through the week. The boys were pretty beat up. But, credit to the staff and everyone who manages the loads and everything. So, yeah, we feel that we got it right at the right time during the week. To unleash a performance like this, it's incredibly impressive.
Ben, Julian, then Tom.
Hey, wanted to ask you about Klaus. He's always open. He always thinks he's open, and when he doesn't get the ball, he shows it. But that's a mentality, right? In a positive way, I assume. Saying like, can you talk about that?
Yeah, he's just a winner by trade, right? He drives us all, from Roman at the back to Klaus at the top. These guys drive high standards, and we can see when we get them the ball, or when we get Klaus the ball, he's so dangerous, right? So he attracts 2 defenders, and then he frees up someone else. If there's only one on him, then he can beat him 1v1. So he can hold up the play. He's got a whole plethora of toolbox. Like, his toolbox is massive. He has so many different things and can pull out different weapons at every single time. So, yeah, but he's a great guy. He's like a teddy bear in the locker room. Everyone wants to gravitate towards him because he's a very approachable guy. He's a very compassionate guy as well. So, yeah, I just think you're seeing a group now who is excited to play for each other and excited to just be a unit.
Coach, how happy are you for a guy like Thomas Astruck, who started the first 2 games, came in as a sub these last 2 games, kind of left you wanting more, and for him to finally get that goal? What can you expect from him going forward for his confidence now?
So there's 2 ways to go about it, right? We keep on trying him, we keep on playing him, and then maybe he's not really confident, right? So how do we help him with his confidence to bring him on when opposition are tired, which is then a nice thing because he'll have more time and space, and then he can reward himself with the work that he does because he's one of the guys in training. He has immense quality in tight spaces. You know, there's not too many better out there than him. So, yeah, he has a difference to make a difference, and he has that quality. So, you know, it's been pretty strategic how we've monitored him, and we've given him a different gym program. So, and I can think you see slightly, you know, he falls into moments of fatigue when he's starting. So right now we might be over the hump, and now his projection is back on the up.
Go ahead, Tom Schwartz.
Hey, Coach. First question is, how much house money you got right now?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's one of the ways to have sparked something in the guys, right? So we've gone 4 rounds now, and we built up a bit of credit. You know, we know times will turn and times will change because that's just a cycle of a soccer season, and it's just sometimes you don't get, you know, the credit that you might deserve, or sometimes you might hit a little bit of a bumpy road. So we just preparing for all these things as we go, and yeah, I said, you know, momentum is hard to break. So if we can collect as many points as we can now out the blocks, you know, and it's an incredible experience to be part of this group. This magnificent organization has given us a platform and the pillars to succeed from very early on. So, and I think you can see, you know, a very strategic plan set out a very long time ago is slowly paying dividends and slowly paying rewards. So we're just fortunate and happy to be in a place where, yeah, we can give it back. And I think it's quite a bold move from us, you know, and we just now have to stay grounded. I don't doubt this group for one single day that we don't remain humble, that we don't remain, that we don't remain eager to learn and to commit. I haven't had that feeling with this group once since I've been here.
One of the announcers said they've all been playing off the same page. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's humbling, right? So we have a bunch of guys from all over the world to come here and to commit to something that's bigger than all of us. Yeah, it's pretty humbling for sure. So yeah, I just want to keep this going. Right now, the motto is comfortable but never satisfied.
How important, because in the last 3 games you guys have to come back and win the games, how important was to set the pace and the tone with the first goal tonight?
Yeah, we're still building our puzzle, right? So our picture, our chapter, our book was 3 chapters old up until this night, right? So we start now the 4th game, and you could see in each of the games, we give away 5 chances against Austin, 3 against Charlotte, 3 the next game against Portland, and 2 against now tonight, you know, against San Jose. So the pieces of the puzzle are coming together, right? And I think you can see that. I think the chemistry, the unity within the group, and I just think the team camaraderie is excellent. So I've very rarely been involved with something like this with a group of these guys. So these guys are, yeah, I'm speechless for the boys.
Speaking of that, Bradley, you're down a center back, you're down a man in the pivot in Blam, and you allow the least amount of chances, and at the same time, pretty consistently, either Nowinski or Nelson is attacking into the third of the defense. And so, how impressive is it to you that you guys are able to lose these guys and then not lose a step in your system?
Well, that's what it is. That's the beauty of having a system. It's the beauty of having an identity. And the beauty of applying principles, right? So we apply all of those things in preseason when you guys aren't watching, and then all of a sudden we're able to rely on our depth. We're able to rely on guys who might have not played or played college last year or whatever. Like we don't really care about that, right? We don't. Yes, experience. You can see the experience with Roman, with Edu Leuven, with Klaus. You can see the experience, right? But then you put them in a system that's compact, that's connected, that's together, and then all of a sudden, Jake Nowinski finds some time on the sides, or Johnny Nelson. So these are our weapons. Within our system, we rely on outside backs to be aggressive. It's one of the positions I pride myself most on because I played that way. So, you know, I enjoyed being an attacking outside back, and I expect that of the boys too, without losing the shape or the discipline. So there are moments and tactics and plans involved in all of that. So, yeah. To see the chemistry and the unity tonight was impressive.
Coach, I wanted to ask about Nicholas Gioacchini. He obviously comes back from Europe, has that false start in Orlando last year, but has been comfortable here in St. Louis. What have you been doing to get him comfortable in the system and to be able to play like this?
Yeah, Gio complements what we have very well, right? So he's excellent on the ball. He's got a great engine. He empties the tank all the time. He's very aggressive, also in his duels and his battles. So I think he's found a system and a way that rewards his style of play. So sometimes it's about painting a picture. You know, do you need oil paint or water-based paint? You know, that's the thing. And I think with Gio, he's found the right mixture for him to give us the best picture. So, you know, I think it's a win-win situation.
Coach, after this historic result, 4-0 for the first time, and your first clean sheet, does this change the way you're looking at the next game against Salt Lake?
No, we have internal objectives, right? We have an internal challenge within our group, which always stays internal and is not discussed. So the first chapter we succeeded and blew it out the park, right? So how do we reset that? And our objective is not yet done. We still, you know, have a couple more legs to go until we evaluate how we were on the first challenge internally. That we achieved these targets so quickly. Is it a surprise for us? No. The boys were confident from day one. The boys were angry from day one that no one believed in them. So, you know, yes, we got the chip on the shoulder. We had the chip on the shoulder. But now we've shown it. It's not just about having a chip on the shoulder. We can compete. We can come back. We can dominate. We can take control. And we can execute. So we've shown a lot of things over the short sort of snapshot what the league has seen right now. So for us, it's a mission to carry on and you know, to reset it every single time. So yeah, we have challenges. We will never be sort of too comfortable.
We have time for two more. We'll go with Julian, then back to Tom.
Hey, Coach, there was a lot of talk before the game about San Jose's quality and especially that front three. Did you expect to keep them so quiet throughout the whole game? And do you think the weather and maybe the crowd played a factor in that? Yeah, listen, I think you have to approach the game and respect the opponent for what they've done, right? So I said before coming into this game, they deserve 9 points. And you saw that at moments tonight where if you're a step late, they can expose you. If you're a step too, you know, if they give them too much room on the right, they expose you on the left. If you're going to the left, they expose you on the right. So, you know, they have some excellent players up the final third. But, yeah, that's where game planning comes into it. That's where some tactical approaches come into it. And, you know, I was really proud of the execution of the game plan tonight. So, and then to have difference makers on the field like Klaus and Edu, and, you know, I can go down the list and around the horn, that now culminates into a complete team performance. Yes, the crowd helped magnificently. You know, we know this is going to become sort of, yeah, a really hostile environment. We're trying to create our own legacies and histories, and we're trying to do our own thing here in the city of St. Louis. Did the weather help? I think 2 teams had to play under the same conditions, you know, so, but we were excited about this game. It was a contrast of 2 different styles, 2 different identities. So it was the one who's going to be the more committed to their own principles and styles would be the victor on the day. So, yeah, I think we turned over the ball numerous times in the opponent's half, and they try to play. So all credit to them. Lucci's doing a great job with their team, and they'll be successful this year for sure, no doubt.
Was Parker close to being able to play?
Well, I got to work at about 2:30 today, and I saw him on the field, and I was hopeful. And then I looked around again, and I saw his head drop a little bit. I was like, no, he's out. So, yeah, he's kind of close.
So it looks like he's optimistic for, you know, that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Do you lose one of your leaders, you know, for 1 game, or do you lose him for 10 weeks? So you don't know. We don't want to risk anything. Again, we have confidence in everybody, you know. So we're really happy to give guys the nod and to get playing minutes and playing time. So Sam Adeniran goes down and plays City 2 for a friendly game, comes back and has a big impact. Ezil Jackson the same, has a big impact, comes back again. So we reward guys who empty the tank both ways. For City 2, get a few minutes, you know, just to keep sharp, because it's not sharp for City 2, it's not sharp just for them. But if they can extend minutes, and the only way to replicate real games is having real games. So in training, all the loads we give them, they can never replicate the real games. So, we're extremely proud of everyone committing to this cause, and you can see it gets rewarded.
Coach, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.